Hello again, fourth graders, and welcome to session 8 of our Writer's Workshop. As we continue to develop our story, today we're going to, speaking of the word story, really focus on developing some mini stories for the story that you are creating. So let's get started. If you've ever gone past a construction site and witnessed a new building being built, even though at the beginning we only see the frame, we can still see how the building will go. You see, at a building site, the construction workers gather and organize their materials. As essayists, we will gather and organize our material too. Writers, today we will learn that some of the most important materials that we collect when writing essays are, in fact, stories. You can use all that you already know about writing good stories to help you support each of your reasons. You will collect stories in your notebook that fit under each bullet in a boxes and bullets plan. Now, our example that we did a day or two ago is the one that's called "My Father is My Most Important Teacher." That would be the box. You have a box at the top of your first page that we created yesterday, or 2 days ago, I guess it was, with the three different pages. The first bullet point that we used the other day was that my father taught me to love work. My father is my most important teacher because he taught me to love writing. And my father is my most important teacher because he taught me that one person can make a difference. Now, what we're going to work on today is to develop a mini story, a brief essay, just something short about each of those. I'm going to share an example with you in the slides ahead. But in your mind, as we think about this, I want you to choose one of your bullet points and think, for example, because that's what you're going to be doing for your mini story. This is how you can think about those mini stories. You can make a movie in your mind of how the story unfolds, starting at the beginning. You can storytell it by step, bit by bit. But of course, this isn't a full story itself. This is only part of your larger story. So remember that only the part that matches the thesis is only used. It needs to be a tiny story. Well, we're going to practice. And this example is a different example. Let's suppose a young person, a student, said, "I love to spend time with my parents." Their reason would be, "I love to spend time with my parents because when we go on vacation together." This person's mini story is like this: "I love to spend time with my parents when we are on vacation together. For example, one time we went to a hotel in New Jersey. First we went to the zoo in the hotel. It had really cute baby animals. Then I went swimming. Then I watched 3 shows." Well, unfortunately, this student told a story of what he did, but he left his parents out, and his thesis is about spending time with them. Notice how this boy improves his writing in this example. "I love to spend time with my parents when we vacation together. For example, one time we went to a hotel in New Jersey. First, we visited a zoo that was in the hotel. It had really cute baby animals. My mom loved the baby sheep so much that she pretended she was going to sneak it up the elevator to our room. My dad and I had to drag her away. We were just joking. Then we watched 3 TV shows, one that was my choice, one that was Mom's, and one that was Dad's. We usually don't watch each other's shows." Can you notice how, compared to this mini story where the boy talked only pretty much about himself, even though his thesis is "I love to spend time with my parents," when we got to this particular mini story, this boy included many other aspects of how he interacted and spent time with his parents on the vacation. So what you're going to be doing today is creating a mini story for each of your reasons. Some helpful hints before I send you off to write is that writers usually include a transition into the story, such as, and you can use transition words to help you, such as then, next, if those help you. The story needs to have a beginning, middle, and end, remembering that it's short. The story needs to be told to especially reveal the part of it that illustrates the thesis statement and the bullet point or reason. And finally, at the end of the story, it is usually wise to include a sentence that refers back to or repeats the main idea of the paragraph. So what you're going to work on today, fourth graders, is you have your 3 pages set up. If you need more space, you of course will continue on in your writing journal in pages ahead. But right now, you should have from session 6 and yet certainly in session 7 from yesterday, you should have your box along with your bullet points for each of the 3 pages. And then yesterday I asked you to put down one supportive reason or piece of evidence, which was pretty small. Today we're writing a mini story, such as what you heard from our examples today. So you're going to take some time and write one little mini story for each of those 3 pages. In other words, you should be writing 3 mini stories, one for each reason, for, like I said, a total of 3. This is going to take some time. Put your best effort into it. Make sure that you connect your mini story and support it with the box and the reason that you have on that page. Good luck, and please get started.